Hello Capricorns, and welcome to this, your October 1st through October 15th reading and predictions. For those of you who are new here, a very warm welcome to each and every one of you. And for those of you who are returning, thank you for continuing to support my channel. Okay, hopefully the video is going to catch up. Okay, I think we got it. All right, let's get going. We're going to pull cards for 6 different areas of your life. I do not edit my videos, so sometimes it gets interesting with me having to go and pick up cards, or when the video lags like it just did. It is what it is. I expect authenticity from psychics, clairvoyants, and tarot card readers that I personally consult, and so that's what I put out there in return. Okay, Capricorn, let's get started. What's going on with Capricorn right now? Where are you guys at right now? Nothing doing. Okay, there we go. Anything else coming up for Capricorn? Where they're at now? Yep, there's another card out. So we've got 2 cards out for you, Capricorn. Okay, let's turn these face down so I can't see what they are. And where are we going for what you're focusing on? Let's have a look. Oh, there's 1 card out already. Anything else that Capricorn is focusing on at this time? Anything else? I've got 1 card out. Is there anything else? I do have 1 card that turns sideways here, so let's see when I restack the deck what that one does. Oh, and that one. Okay. Yeah, and 1 more. Okay. So we actually have 4 cards here for you, Capricorn, for what you are focusing on. Actually, there's 5. Wow. Okay. We'll have a look at those in just a minute. Let's have a look and see what is challenging you. Where are we going for what is challenging you? Okay. Difficult influences and challenges for Capricorn, early to mid-October. There's 1 card out. Let's see if there's anything else coming up. Let's kind of hope not, you know. You don't want a whole bunch of cards jumping out for difficult influences and challenges. Yeah, we just have the 1. Okay. All right, the next category is messages that you need to hear at this time. Yeah, I think it's further down in the deck. Oh, there's 1. Okay. And yeah, I knew that there was more than 1. I knew I was going to have to go through this a second time. So that one just leapt right out. Anything else? All right. Oh, there's actually 4 cards here. Some of them were stuck together there, Capricorn. Okay. Unexpected. Let's see what's coming up as unexpected for you. It looks like we're going to have to go through the deck a second time again. Unexpected influences and insights for Capricorn. Okay, we've got a whole pile that's jumped out here. That card as well, that one as well. And a few more. Oh my. All right, generally when this happens, Capricorn, we just shuffle up this portion of the deck, because if you've got this much stuff coming up unexpectedly, you're about to have a very exciting month. So, all right, we've got one more card that's jumped out. Is there anything else? Yeah, anything else? All right, 2 cards for unexpected. And where are we going for final general overall outcome cards? Let's see. For Capricorn. Anything else? I think that's it. All right. That one on top. All right. There we go. And let's get started with your reading portion. Okay. So in your reading portion, you have the healing card and you also have the adventure card. I can tell you, Capricorn, that this is not the first zodiac sign that I have read for this month. And this healing card has come up for a couple of different zodiac signs as well. Now, this reading is good for anybody born under the sign of Capricorn, as well as anybody who has Capricorn anywhere in their chart. But the fact that this particular card, the healing card, has come up a couple of times is an indication that sort of globally we are experiencing a global healing, especially after what's gone on for the last 4 years. If you're not aware of what's been going on for the last 4 years, you may have been living under a rock. But without getting really political or anything like that, suffice it to say that globally, humanity has been turned on its ear in the last 4 years, and it's caused many of us to really take a look at our lives, take a look at how we've been living, and begin to make changes that are in alignment with us rather than being in alignment with what society deems for us to be normal. So society would be both family traditions, religious traditions, things that are taught in educational institutions, society's expectations of us in general. And all of that has been called into question in the last 4 years. And through this exploration of who am I and who do I want to be and who do I want to put out to the world, many of us have gone through a huge healing, and it's showing up here in the cards, both for you and for many others, Capricorn. You also have the adventure card here. The adventure card is a card of, you know what, this is the equivalent to the Knight of Pentacles. And this is a card of jump up on your horse, your wild stallion, get out there, put yourself out there as far as business and new ideas for earning money, and see where the adventure will take you. This card can also indicate just adventure in general, that as we've gone through healing and we've come into who we truly are, and we've begun to make changes within ourselves. For some of us, that looks like quitting a job, or perhaps switching roles in our job, becoming more assertive in our jobs. I am going near jobs. It's coming up for me big, Capricorn, that for some of you, this is about your role within your family, and you're making some changes within your role in your family. But for many of you, this is about job and career, especially because this happens to be part of the suit of Pentacles. And, you know, many of you are making these changes, and the word that just keeps coming up over and over for me is you have become so much more assertive. That has been part of your healing. So congratulations, Capricorn. All right, let's have a look at, whoo, you have a bunch of swords here and fives. Capricorn, what are you paying attention to? Where are you putting your, where are you putting your efforts and your energies? What are you focusing on? Because these cards are indicating that you're focusing on things that aren't necessarily the most positive things. So let's go through the cards that you've got here. Now, here's the thing, Capricorn. We create our own realities, and these two cards are indicating that you're creating an environment where you've done a whole bunch of healing and you're ready for new adventures. You're ready to step outside the box. And then I turn these cards over as to what you're focusing on here October 1st through October 15th. And these cards indicate that you are allowing yourself to be distracted. You're staring off into space. You're zoning out into Netflix and YouTube and just not paying attention. You are looking around and seeing that there's some dishonest interactions in your midst, and yet you're not sure you want to walk away yet. You know you need to, but you haven't as of yet. There are opposing goals and opposing viewpoints, but you haven't walked away yet. And then you have the Three of Winter. This card is the equivalent to the Three of Swords. This is a card indicating that there is definitely a situation that you need to walk away from. All of these cards. So the Five of Winter, the Five of Spring, and the Three of Swords are all indicating that there is something that you need to walk away from, Capricorn. It is not serving your highest good. And rather than walking away from it, you are being distracted. You're zoning out. The final card that you have here in what you are focusing on is the Prince of Winter, also known as the Knight of Swords. And this is a card of you need to act quickly and decisively, because if you don't, the universe is going to start making decisions and choices for you, i.e., either the Death card or the Tower card, maybe the Devil card, are going to come up here for you. If you don't act quickly and decisively, use your free will at this point, because these cards are indicating, Capricorn, it is time for a change. It is time to walk away from something or someone. I do want to say that for the vast majority of you, for at least 2/3 of you, this is relating to money, job, career. For the other third of you, there is, I want to say it's family. And I'm not talking like romantic partner. I'm talking like there's something that's come up in your families and in your family dynamic, and it's just not resonating for you. And at some point, you are going to have to walk away from that. Yeah. All right, let's move into what's challenging you at this time. Right. What is challenging the Capricorns at this time? The High Priestess. Harness your mystic powers. Okay. When we are presented with someone in our midst who's not necessarily being completely honest, who has opposing goals and opposing viewpoints to us, and the Three of Swords comes up, or the Three of Winter comes up and says, you need to really walk away from this, we usually have difficulty at that point tapping into our own mystical power, tapping into our ability to be able to meditate, tapping into our ability to want to walk away from something, because this type of situation is all consuming. It consumes every minute of our lives, and it takes up, and these cards were pulled for what you are focusing on. And if this is what you're focusing on, it is taking up way too much of your mind space, Capricorn. It's time to let go. And when you do, this High Priestess is going to walk in, and she is going to give you insights into how you can deal with this better. But in order to access the High Priestess and bring her into your life, you're going to have to step back. You're going to have to go into that place of healing. You're going to have to go into, like the High Priestess, both in this deck, in Osho Zen, in the Fairy Tarot, in the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot. It doesn't matter which tarot you go into. The High Priestess is about tapping into your intuitive side, meditating, yoga, stretching, going for long walks, hugging a tree, whatever meditation looks like for you. The High Priestess is calling upon you to really tap into that because she wants to come through. She has messages, insights, and guidance for you right now. Let's move into messages. Okay. What did I just say? Tap into your inner world. Tap into your inner High Priestess. She has insights and guidance for you. And the very first message that you need to hear at this time is journey within. Journey within. You're being called. If you want to be able to finally shove all of this to the side, if you need guidance as to how to go about walking away from this situation, call upon your High Priestess to come in, your guides, journey within. Other messages you need to hear at this time. Learn from your mistakes. Like attracts like. This is a card of karma. There's a couple of cards of karma in the tarot. I wonder if they might come up in your unexpected, but we'll have a look. So like attracts like. That means with this Five of Winter coming out, indicating that someone is perhaps not being on the up and up, make sure that you are putting the energy out there, that you are acting honestly and in good faith at all times, because this card is a card of karma. And you have the final card, abundance is your right. Always remember that, Capricorn. Okay, what is unexpected for you? Oh, wow. Okay, Capricorn, I said over here with this Prince of Winter that if you don't walk away from the situation, and I leave all the cards sitting face down until I'm actually ready to read them. So I'm seeing these cards right now. I did not know what these cards were, but I said, if you don't voluntarily take the steps forward, using your free will to walk away from this negative situation, I suspect we're going to see either the Tower or the Death card come out, and bingo, in your unexpected, you have the Death card. The Death card indicates a sudden and dramatic change. And when the Death card appears, or the Tower card, but in this case, the Death card, it is time for that change to happen. Now, over here, I had said many of us were changing and healing over the last, right? Changing and healing over the last 4 years. We are changing ourselves, adapting ourselves, tapping more into who we are. Now, when we tap into who we truly, really are, and we bring that out to our family and friends, that's when we end up with the Five of Swords, the Five of Wands, and the Three of Swords coming into our lives, okay? Because our family and our friends and our society and our community are not always going to be in alignment with who we truly are, especially if they're still caught up in the traditions that we've all been brought up to live and abide by, and going to certain places on certain days of the week, etc. And, you know, there are certain things that no longer resonate for many of us. And when we wake up to that and we begin to make those changes, we end up with this kind of energy. And we forget about this because we get consumed by it. We forget about journeying within, okay? And when we do that, we're no longer proactive, the Death card comes in. So what's actually happening with the Death card is we are experiencing a metamorphosis within ourselves. we are changing, Capricorn. And when we do, everything around us changes as well. Remember, everything around us is a reflection of who we are. We are mirrors, just as others, when we meet them, are mirrors to us. And when we change, either we need to walk away from a certain reflection, or it's going to continue to reflect back at us. Like, things need to change. This death card coming up, old ways must be destroyed in order to make new way for the new. I mean, okay. And the other card that you have here is the Queen of Wands. Now, I'm going to point out something neat about the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands has a black cat sitting here and a broom coming up here, indicating that out of all of the queens in the tarot, the Queen of Wands is more mystical than the others. Do we have another black cat in your reading? Yes, we do. Thus indicating tapping into your mystical side, tapping into your intuition at this time for guidance. And again, messages you need to hear, journey within. Capricorn, this is really important for you at this time. Now, the Queen of Wands comes into you as a powerful queen who gets what she wants. She is the Queen of Fire. She is a proactive queen. When she wants change, she makes it happen. These are your cards of your unexpected, Capricorn. The Death card and the Queen of Wands. Things are happening. Things are moving. Things are shaken. I want to say that a lot of this is going to be uncomfortable and yet necessary. And when you come out the other side, Capricorn, things are going to be beautiful. But when you're in the throes of it, it is a little bit more difficult to tap into this goddess, high priestess type energy. But it's here for you. It is supporting you. So tap into it. Let's have a look at your general overall outcome. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Cleansing waters. You have purification activates your vibrant life force. Okay. So what this card is telling me, Capricorn, is that as you move through October 1st through October 15th, use water as one of your avenues or routes to be able to release, to be able to let go of some of these energies that are no longer serving your highest good. Take a long hot bath, perhaps, tap into your mystical high priestess, and when you exhale out, let go of the negative, let go of this Five of Wands, Five of Swords, and Three of Swords. Let go of that energy. As the water is releasing from your bath, just allow it to wash away. If you have the opportunity to go into natural healing, clean spring water or a flowing river, allow the river to take away your worries and fears at this time. Because what this is saying is that a shift is at hand, a metamorphosis is happening, there is more healing happening. It is an adventure, but this metamorphosis is coming, this change is coming, there's no stopping it. Experience joy and delight. Open your heart to joy. What this card is saying is that overall, the general overall energy and the outcome of this is beautiful, and open your heart to the experience of it all. And the final card in your reading, Capricorn, is Breaking Trail. A breakthrough is at hand. This is indicating that by mid-October, a lot of this stuff, a lot of these energies will have passed, and you will be able to be tapping into this high priestess energy and this Queen of Wands energy fully and completely. I do want to say that at the beginning, I said that a lot of this, at least 2/3 of you, this is about a change and shift in work, but for some of you, it's also about a change and shift in your familial dynamics. So with that, I do want to wish you all the best as you go through this period of change and growth and metamorphosis, Capricorn. I do believe that with these cards as your outcome, it really is going to be beautiful on the other side. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. If this video resonated with you, please consider giving the channel a subscribe, and also consider liking the video. And as always, if you would like a personal reading, please contact me with my information down below. I look forward to doing your next reading for you in the middle of October.